Hello everybody, and welcome back to Aurora Plays Neverwinter Nights, the Aielund Saga. I'm your humble host, Tim. In the previous session, we managed to take out a slew of dragons, as well as take out a couple of demons, and rescue a damsel from said dragons as well. After sorting all that out, we have now headed to the Barbarians in the high hills, but fortunately we don't have to wear our winter coats, which is good, in order to talk to them since we last spoke and get them to join the fight. Hello there, sir. Another dragon has come to our land. You will die now. No, wait. I mean you no harm, warrior. Stay your attack. I'll not be tricked by treacherous worm again. If you attack it, I guarantee you're gonna die. Look into my eyes, warrior. If you truly think I'm your enemy, then you may strike me down, and I will not defend myself. The frightened barbarian stares at the Spartan for a few agonizing seconds. I sense no hostility in you, dragon. Forgive my reaction. We have been through much these past weeks. What exactly has been happening? Perhaps I could speak to the Chief Morik. So you speak as if you have met him. Could you be Aurora Borealis, the great bard who freed him from the clutches of the usurper? Oh, I did that voice wrong. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Sorry, I was just impersonating my dragon friend here. Then we are in your debt. Then we are in your debt. Then we are in your debt. You must see the chief, and then we will celebrate the arrival with a hearty mead feasting. Hoo-hoo, a feast in my honor. How can I refuse? Lead on. I do not like his reaction to me. Something terrible has happened here, and it involves dragons. We must be careful. Alright, we will. Lead the way, friend. Alright. Honestly, I don't know why Spartan doesn't just appear as his dog form until battle begins. I think it'd be a far more terrifying thing. It's like, doo-doo-doo, dog, suddenly dragon. Hey, Mark.
Well met, friend.
Aurora Borealis, you have once again returned to my lands. It's good to see you. Feeling is mutual, my friend. I see you've made quite a home for yourself here. It is but a temporary arrangement. My palace is to the south of here, but I chose to remain here until the security of my lands is ensured, but I suspect you did not come here to discuss my living arrangements. You probably didn't recognize me, but I am Princess Carissa Rebeck, and I have come here on the hope that you can aid us in fighting a mighty foe. Princess Carissa, we are honored to have a member of Aielund royalty in our lands. We feel remorseful about almost joining in the attack on Brexford, so it pains me to say I must refuse your requests. We are already fighting a powerful enemy, one that has taken the life of many warriors. And this enemy is? For many years, a small family of white dragons had lived in the mountains east of here. They never bothered us much, and we ignored them. But recently, they have grown restless and begun ruthlessly attacking our villages. I've seen similar behavior in dragons recently, and I think I can sense something coming. I think they can sense something coming, something stronger than them. So, we are not the only ones fighting unruly dragons. Interesting. But what is this enemy of which you speak? It's called the Ironlord, Chief Morik, a kind of godlike construct that seeks to control the kingdom through war. Ironlord. I remember tales of such a creature when I was young. Our people fought alongside the Islanders against it nearly a century ago. If it is truly returning, then we are in grave peril. Yeah, well, that's why I've come. We need allies if we are to defeat this thing again. And you were at the top of the list. Well, second, you know. I sympathize with your plight. But while these dragons threaten our lands, I cannot abandon them, even if it is to fight a greater evil. I would have thought you'd have enough warriors to do that to fight them off. If they face us in fair combat, we would, but they have proven deceptive and cowardly, fighting from the air and fleeing when the battle turns against them. So these are actually smart dragons. My own daughter came up with an idea of facing them in their own lair, forcing them to fight, but I forbade it. They are too strong to defeat like that. It's the best way to do it. What are you talking about? But if it's the only way, that is what that is what Velena said. I forbade her, but she did not listen. I went and retrieved the armor of our tribal hero, Rithkor, and went to face them, and she did not return. Well, she went to do that. And the lesson here, kids, is fight together or not at all. He lights up a cigar. Your people are deadly in large numbers, Morik, but individually they don't have the equipment or the training to stand up to something like a dragon. My people are brave, warrior, and I will not listen to military advice from an outsider. Whatever floats your boat. I bet this Velena person could have used some help, though. So you're her father. I met Val in Fairlock, where she fought alongside me. Yes, she mentioned you upon her return. She is a fine warrior, but very headstrong, as you may have noticed. Velenia thought she could face down the dragons herself, and I fear the worst. Okay. How about I find her and deal with the dragon threat, if you promise to send warriors to help defend Fort High March to the west. If you can do that, I will lend my warriors to I will lead the warriors to the fort myself. But know this, these dragons are very old and very powerful, but it is no mean feat that you propose. I think I can deal with them. You just hold up your end of the deal, and let me worry about your dragons. Then I'd pledge myself to your cause, Aurora. You will find the dragons to the east of here. There is a trail that leads further into the mountains. Follow it, and they will find you. Ha! I shall return with the horn from each of their heads. I wish you good fortune and pray that Velenia has returned to safety. Farewell. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Ooh. A pile of cushions, eh? Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Is there a barbarian village that we're currently in? Oh, we don't have the cave anymore. That's a shame. I wonder if they have like a barbarian sage or something that can upgrade equipment. Nope, just appears like a straightforward murder. Where? Ah, there it is. Ah, jeez, I'm stuck behind the baluster.
You have...
God damn it, Spartan! Alright. Ah, I think we probably should have rested before we went into this fight, but let's just go in headlong and see how we go. Oh shit, that didn't take long.
Down you go!
I love how every time we get into a fight, our best fighter is terrified. Oh. You bitch.
No quarter!
Ooh, 2 dragons. Awesome. Ah! No! Well, that didn't go well. Actually, I think we really need to rest before we continue on. Can we rest here? We can. Alright. Let's camp in the snow. Get ourselves back up to full strength.
You're in for it now.
Time to die!
Ha! Ooh. He's back. Alright. One horn. Two horn. Have a completely empty bag of holding, perfect for storing all of the horns. Ah, he has fled into his lair. Jeez. Got absolutely fucking destroyed. Jeez. That's a big dragon. Fucking get it. Jeez, Robert, you're getting the shit kicked out of you, mate. Ooh. How is it I could be defeated by a puny bronze and a few mortals? I'm more than I seem to be. Your reign of terror has ended. I demand that you leave this area and never return, or I'll finish what I started here. I submit to your wishes, and you will not hear from me again. Why did you suddenly start attacking, by the way? You've lived here for years. I cannot tell you. I value my life far too... Look, if you do value your life, you'll answer this damn question. Nay, little human, I have made a deal, and I would suffer greatly were I to break it. Do as you must, for there is nothing you could do to me that would come close to what he would put me through. Oh, jeez. Alright then, but I need one of your horns as proof of your defeat, so can you cut one off for me? He glares malevolently at you and does as you command. Good. Now get the fuck out of here. Alright. No! Farina!
You have my...
Pick up all this. Yeah, collect the horde, please, will you? You just took... God damn it. So here's the question. Can... Okay, here's the thing. Guys, get the fuck off Valrena's body, please. Over here. Hey!
What do you want?
What? Who? Who are you? And why am I practically naked? Relax, I just raised you from the dead, and as for your nakedness, I can't say. Who knows what dragons think? I was dead? Oh, that great white dragon must have defeated me. You seem familiar. Do I know you? Yes, we traveled together a few weeks back, around Fairlock. Oh, it is you, Aurora. I'm glad you came, for I otherwise would have been eaten by the dragon. Yes. What were you thinking trying to take him down by yourself? You're not an army of one. I thought Reknor's armor would protect me, though. Well, apparently not, but you did kill at least 2 of these dragons, which is pretty freaking good. Not good enough. My people need me to succeed, and I failed them. I'm not fit to wear the armor. Oh, come on now. You're alive. And look, the dragons are all gone now. Thanks to you, you must be a great warrior indeed, to have fought and won against such powerful foes. They were a challenge. They were a challenge, I admit, but I fought worse. I'm impressed. And also very cold. Do you have anything I could wear? Yes, that will do for now. Right then. You should probably head back to camp. Your father is concerned for your welfare. I'll head there now. Take my equipment. I'm not sure it is any use to you, but I'm too weak to carry it myself. All right. I'll meet you back at camp. Very well. I will see you again soon, my friend. Indeed you shall. Farewell. Cute. Alright. Well, dragons are done. Let's head back into town. Ah, it's got dragon blood. We got the yurt. Ooh, we have a concubine. Where is it? Oh, there she is. Valrina. He's hiding.
Well met, friend.
Greetings, Aurora. You have been successful. Yes, I have the horn of the ancient white dragon here, and the 2 adult white dragons. He is one of their horns, and he is the other one. I thank you. Return when you... Yes, I've done it. What are you talking about?
Well met, friend.
Truly, you are the greatest of heroes, for you have now slain all 4... Have I? Yeah, I did. I slew all 4 dragons. You brought us back from the brink of defeat, Aurora, and we are in your debt as promised. I shall lead my people to aid you at the fort. I thank you, noble chief, and honor your integrity. Your honor and integrity is unmatched by any city dweller I've ever met. Yes, but this isn't really saying much, is it? I'm joking, my friend. Now, let me thank you for returning my daughter to me, alive as well. Yes. I'm glad I was able to help out. I thank you for it, Aurora. Perhaps I was foolish to go there by myself. Yes, you were. So, Chief, can we count on you coming to the battle? I swear it. I will go and have my people prepare for battle, which is to come right away. And I shall see you again at Fort High March. Aurora, good luck and farewell. I will see you before the end. And I too shall stand with you against this foul demon creature thing. What's it called again? The Ironlord. Right. I will have to remember that. Now, excuse me, I must equip myself properly, and we shall stand together in battle when the time comes. Ha ha! I'm glad to see that after your recent near-death experience, it's not tarnished your enthusiasm. It'll take more than death to kill me. All right. Well then, I'd best keep moving. Farewell. Good luck to you, Aurora, and thank you. All right. Yeah, we head back to the fort. Or head to the fort for the first time. I think we've gathered up all the available allies. So we got to head back to Braxford and then through the gate to Fort Highmarsh. I know we are a party of 4 level 20 adventurers and a dragon, which I have no idea what would class as a dragon character. But even then, I'm not sure whether or not we should have been able to defeat that many dragons as easily as we have been, or at least as many dragons as we have been so far. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, heading this way for Highmarsh. Door was open, I closed it.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, you can't get in there now. But I was the one that closed the door. What the fuck? Yeah. Alright. A ranger. Hello there, ranger sir.
Greetings to you.
Good to see a friendly face for a change. All faces that we've been seeing lately have been 2 feet high and covered in warts. This job is not pretty. What are you guys doing here? Well, you'd probably best talk to the commander about that. I'm on watch and I need to look out for any trouble coming. The commander is just ahead, next to the campfire. You can't miss him. Thank you very much. Mr. Armin Wise.
I greet you.
Ho there, traveller. Oh, it's you once again, Aurora. Good to see you once more. Likewise, Commander. Are you heading south to Highmarsh? That we are. I received word that from the king that we need some reinforcements, so I put Dante in charge of Culdony Ranger Detachment and headed south. So why are you waiting here then? It wasn't long after we set out that we were attacked by a large group of giants. It was one hell of a battle, let me tell you. I lost 4 of my people to the bastards, and I was determined to get to the Fort Highmarsh intact. However, I was determined to get to the fort intact, however, so we pressed on. It was just a little ways south of here that we encountered another group of giants, this time backed by ogres, those damned mages. We tried to head back for reinforcements, but the place was flooded with brigands, so we've been holding this position for a few days, looking for a way through. This isn't good at all. It's less than a week, and our armies are going to be coming down this road. They'll get ambushed, and things could really turn against us. I agree. I scouted their defenses quite well, and determined we have no chance of surviving against so many. And another thing, they've got themselves a strong leader, too. This group is organized, and they've set up a strong defense along the rest of the highway. Alright, well, we can't wait. So, I need to get down there and get the fortress ready for war. Well, you're a lot tougher than my little group. Hell, you've got a bloody dragon with you, so you should be able to take them on. I concur. Ogres are no match for me. I will drive them from the hills and have them screaming for their mothers like children. That's your honest assessment? Yep, a small army of giants should be no match for the hero of Culdony. Yeah, that's good. Pump up his ego a little more, would you? One of these days, that little statement is going to get... One of these days, that little statement is going to get me over my head. You just watch. Alright. This is me heading south. If you get into trouble, I'm coming back here for your assistance. And by God, I better get it. Oh, don't you worry about that. My rangers and I will hold this area until the army arrives. We'll keep it clear. You have my word. Alright. Wish me luck. Good luck, Aurora. I'll see you at Fort Highmarsh before the end. Alright. So we've got giants, ogres, fuck. Giants, ogres, ogre mages. Let's rock and roll. A high ogre man. He's been smoking weed. Oh man, I'm so fucking high. These little people that just stabbed me right in the balls. Fucking rocks! Well, that worked. Ah! I just go, ow. Ooh, King Krull. Ow.
Like this.
The Maul of Titans, eh? Ooh, very cool. It's a +4 weapon that gives you +6 strength. Holy shit. Right, we have made it to High March. Hey, dude.
Well met.
Hey there. You can't bring that thing in here. This dragon right here, what's wrong with him? Well, he's a dragon, and it just isn't done. This is a fort, not a bloomin' dragon house. Look, listen here, my good man. This is one of your new allies, and you're offending him with this nonsense. Just open the door right now, okay? I believe I can solve this problem, Aurora. How so? He scares the shit out of him. Oh, right, head straight in. If you have any directions, just ask the sergeant. He'll point you the way. Ha ha! Carry on, soldier. You laugh so hard you can barely stand up. The soldier stares at Spartan as you go past, probably waiting to see if he's going to be eaten. Nice.
Well met.
The people have really been working together through this. Makes my job easier. Alright. Looks like we've got another double-walled castle defense situation like in Hordes of the Underdark.
You have...
God damn it, Spartan! You have a Knight of the Realm. What do we got here? Main barracks. That's the actual fort proper. The Lazy Lion Inn. Okay, so we just got the inn and the barracks. Baron Alistair Whitford, eh?
Well met.
Baron Alistair is pale and apparently exhausted. He gazes longingly at a picture before him before he notices Spartan's entrance and turns to regard him. Why is there a dragon in my office? Well, he's with me. He looks curiously at the Baron. Are you here to devour me? No, Lord of High March. I am here to aid in the defense of this place. I see. Then I bid you all welcome. May I know why you are here, sir? Well, I'm Lord Aurora Borealis, just arrived from Fairlock to assist in the defense of High March. From the imminent attack of the Ironlord. Oh, I see. Well, carry on then. Okay, as a lord of this place, it's your duty to see to its defense. Carry on, let me be blunt. You are to see to the defense of this place, and if you won't, I'll have to find someone who will. Yes, because the lord of this place, it's your duty to see to its defense. My head agrees with you, but my heart can no longer find the strength for such a task. What's happened? I suppose I must be quite a sight, but I care not. It is an exceptionally cold winter this year, and my wife of 5 years, cursed with the weak constitution, perished. Oh, dear God, that's terrible. Princess, is that you? I didn't recognize you under all the dirt. I'm sorry, but yes, she is gone. You have my deepest sympathies, Alistair. She was a magnificent lady, and was always so kind and helpful. She starts to cry. Good Lord, all right. Oh, there she is there. That's a picture on the wall there. Well, I'm terribly sorry for your loss, my lord. Is that her picture on the wall I see behind you? It is. Then she was a truly beautiful woman, and I cannot imagine the heartache you must be feeling now. Her name was Saffron. She's a such a pretty name, don't you think? A commoner from Braxford she was. I fell in love with her the moment I saw her. She came here to live with me, but the winters were hard. The winters are always hard. Well, I'm loath to remind you of this, sir. In such a difficult time, that this place is soon to come under attack from a terrible enemy, and we must do what we can to prepare for it. I care not. The light in my heart has died along with my lady love. Nothing can bring her back. Leave me. I would be alone. All right. Do whatever you want. Stay here and mope over a woman, be turning in her grave to see you risk the safety of the kingdom like this. I'm going to try and save this place. You forget yourself, sir. How dare you speak of my beloved in such a fashion? Do what you will to secure the fort, but be gone from my sight. All right, my lord. But I must insist on inspecting your defences. Where can I find the captain? Try the barracks in the northeast. All right. I'll report my progress. Why the fuck would I report my progress to him? He doesn't give a shit. So come back in here and stab you in the fucking face. The amount of dragons and shit that I've slain, he's just like, no, whatever. Church, watchtower, siege engines. Oh, this is the back area. Okay, cool. Watchtower, siege engines. What do we got here? Ah. In my professional opinion, this fort is unable to withstand an assault. Look at these walls. It's a disgrace. There you go.
Well met.
Greetings to you.
Whoa. Cool. That seems to be in order. Captain Marshland.
Hello.
Greetings, Princess Carissa. My word, I wasn't expecting to see you back here so soon. The feeling is mutual, Captain, but I couldn't just sit around the capital while the fate of the kingdom was being decided. I can understand that, but your father is going to explode when he finds out. Still, we're always glad to have you here. Don't you doubt that for a moment. Well, for all it's worth, well, it's worth... Okay, well, it's all worthwhile then, isn't it? Oh, please allow me to reintroduce you to an old acquaintance. Nice to see you again, Captain. How's the head? I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. Oh, wait, it's you, Aurora. I'm terribly sorry. We only met that once, and those times we were trying not to collapse... I was trying not to collapse from a head wound. Yeah, that's right, you were. Yeah, it seems you've had an effect on you. You seem different. Yeah, actually, my wife was tired of kissing the old soup strainer, so I shaved it off for the first time in 10 years. Ah, my. How far you've come from a simple messenger for a small town to the Lord of Fairlock in only a few months. Well, anyone can do it, Captain. All you need to do is thwart a conspiracy, slay several dragons, save a member of the royal family from assassination, and brave the horrors of the undead. Oh, well, when you put it that way. So anyway, what brings you here? What, you don't know? Should I? I would have thought that the lord of this place would have seen fit to inform your men that this place was about to come under attack. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? What? I heard nothing about this. Ah, but then that doesn't surprise me. The Baron hasn't really been himself lately. Yeah. He concerns for his dead wife are interfering with his duties, and I barely managed to get him to let me inspect the fortifications, the damn fool. Aye, well, it's like he doesn't care if he lives or dies. Anyway, I can take you on a quick tour if you like. Yes, that'd be good. From what I can see, this place needs quite a bit of repair. More than a bit, I'm afraid. Come, I'll show you what I mean. Lead the way. All right. We're actually going on a proper inspection tour. Well, here's a good example. The east wall is built right up against the mountain face. Just like the west wall, the idea being that they have to get through the pass, you'll have to get through this keep. Well, it's clever design. Is that a crack in the wall I can see? Unfortunately, yes. Fort High-Marsh is over 100 years old, and it's showing its age. The wall isn't much of a priority of repair, of course, but it's not the only thing showing fatigue. Oh, bloody hell. Where'd that dragon come from? Oh, bloody hell, where'd that dragon come from? Oh, don't mind him. He's working for us. Just let me say that we are working together, for our goals are the same for now. Didn't you notice the wolf that was with me? Well, yes, but I thought that was your pet or companion. It's not every day a wolf turns into a dragon, you know. True enough. Get out of here, patrolling knight. It's all good. Please, Captain, continue the tour. This place will be vital in the coming battle. We must inspect it further. Yes. All right, then. If you'll come this way, there's more to the north. Oh, a big collapsing wall there. All the walls are basically the same, but too damn old. I greet you. Yes. Even the inner wall, which has never taken a hit, is showing massive cracks. Normally, we do a massive reconstruction job on the worst of them, but we haven't had any other orders to do so. Well, in a week or so, a demigod is going to smash through this place like tinderwood. Yeah, this place has seen better days, but are you sure it's going to make that much of a difference? From what I heard, this Ironlord thing could probably smash through the walls anyway. Well, every bit helps. You have a better idea? Well, not yet, but something will probably spring to mind sooner or later. It always has. Well, until you're struck on high with a bone-shaking idea to save the world, we'll stick with the rebuild the fortress plan. What do you think, Captain? Not much of a fortress if it can't withstand an assault. Unless we can get some work done on repairing this place before the battle, of course, and your idea of working around the Baron won't work. Even if we can get the repairs done, without his backing, I say, that lady looks familiar. Who, the lady standing at the door over there? Yes, I'd say... Nah, it can't be. Can't be what? She looks just like... Oh, my God. She looks like Lady Saffron, the Baron's wife. Are you sure? But it can't be. She died. I saw her body being buried at the funeral. Have you ever encountered the undead, Captain? No, but I have heard all about them in tales. You don't think she could be... Oh, I would prefer to take a closer look before labeling her as some kind of monster. All right, well. Well, we'll have a little chat with her, Captain. We shall continue this tour another time. As you with, my lord. I'll be going now. Let me know how it turns out. Indeed. I'll catch up with you later. Oh, and Captain, if I'm not back in 2 hours, send every spare soldier and cleric you can after me. You can count on me, sir. Good luck. All right. Familiar-looking lady. Jeez. I'll get myself ready to do some stabbing. Gotta practice my stabbing. Ha ha!
Warm winds.
Ooh. Hello there. Greetings, lovely night, isn't it? I suppose it is. High March rarely shows any colour than grey, though. Yes, I hear the winters are awfully long here, too. So are you an undead monster or something? She rolls her eyes. It's just subtlety. What? Well, it's just that you're a spitting image of the Baroness Saffron, who passed away a few weeks ago. You are Saffron, yes? That is my name, yes. As for what I am, I don't know. Well, you don't seem particularly evil at the moment. Perhaps we could step inside and talk for a bit? She seems bewildered. Who are you? Oh, I'm an adventurer who happens to be an honorary knight of the realm. Shall we talk? Well, all right. Come inside. Splendid. Ha ha.
Warm winds.
We can talk safely in this place. I have been living here for over a week and no one disturbed me. Simple and elegant. Very nice. I'll just try to ignore the fact that all the curtains are drawn. Tell me, what is your name? Tell me, what is your name? I am Lord Aurora Borealis. Well then, Aurora, you seem well-travelled. What do you think happened to me? I'm no expert, but I guess you've become a vampire? She gasps. You find this to be a surprise. Odd. Well, not to be rude, but I thought it would have been obvious that you are no longer amongst the living. I find it most unlikely. I sense that Saffron is indeed a vampire, yet I also sense no evil. Can remember what happened. The last thing I remember before waking up in this house was the healer who came to help me. A local cleric did this? No, I'd never seen him before, and the clerics could do little for me. They've been attempting to cure my ailments for many years, but I was told that they could only remove an illness, not improve my health overall. Eventually, the cold, hostile place took its toll on me. I always remember you being in poor health, but I was devastated when I learned of your passing. This is such a strange conversation. I know what you mean. You were always kind to me, though, Highness, and it is good to see a friendly face once more. All right, so getting back to this healer. Can you describe him? Not really. I was terribly ill, and the memory of that night is a blur. I don't really have much more information than that. It's a sad fact that there remain some things that we cannot heal. I'm sorry we could not have done more for you. I do not blame the Church, or God, for that. I know that everything has limits. It's all right, but thank you for your compassion. The cleric who tended me at the end was also kind, but rather quiet and heavily clothed. I could not see much of his face. Well, I'm going to say the healer was a vampire. Have you ever heard of unusual occurrences, missing people around the fort? Only rarely, and there was never any suspicion of foul play involved. Well, based on that information you've just given me, I can't really help much. Is there anything else? The only other thing of interest is that there is a secret door in the basement. I've been through there, and there's another door behind it. It's locked, however. I've been able to get it open. All right, well, that's a start. Just curious, do you feel hungry at all? Not particularly. Do you think I'm going to want to start killing people? Well, it's a possibility, but you seem okay for the moment. I'm going to investigate the secret door, and I want you to stay here, out of sight, until I return. I understand. Oh, and if I'm not back in a couple of hours, a small army is going to come looking for me. Be a dear and send them through the secret door, would you? She smiles faintly for a brief moment. Oh, of course. I hope you find some answers, Lord Aurora. Honestly, so do I. A vampire that isn't trying to suck my blood out of my head is just plain wrong. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Fear not. Farewell. All right.
Well, well. Have a look at this.
There we go. Ha ha! The catacombs of Fort High March. All right. Is this where we find a very happy, sexy vampire? Or maybe the Baron is a vampire because he was described as being very pale. Ah, oops, I've closed my text box. It's not good. Well, I guess that is the only door, the only exit out of here. So let us go through that sexy door. Oh, the abode of the damned. Not exactly subtle, is it? There is evil. There's evil here, but it is not strong. Something else I can't put my finger on. This place was occupied by the Elder. I can feel their power in the stones. Ooh. Elder vampires. Ooh. Friendly vampires. Hello.
Yes.
I know what you think. Do not attack us. We shall not attack you. Very well. Got sexy swords there, though, dude. Those are cool.
You have...
God damn it, Spartan! A person with a name. Amranus.
Yes, I greet you.
What is this? Outsiders in our midst. A dragon, no less. Your kind is not welcome here. That has never stopped me before. I go where I choose, undead scum. Hi, hey, be nice. We're trying to remain civil here. If you are able to exert control over this creature human, do so. I will brook no insolence in my home. Why are you here? There's a woman residing in a house above this place named Saffron. Do you know anything about her? Saffron? Oh, then he has done it. The fool has broken the code, and she is the proof. What are you talking about? You do not know of us. That much is plain. Our history in this place is long, but I will condense it for the sake of brevity. Oh, good. I want to get this over just so I can decide if I should annihilate you. We don't like threats from outsiders, but before you judge me or annihilate me, please hear what I have to say. I'm listening. You are an experienced adventurer, yes? I'm sure you have encountered many strange, evil creatures, but you've never crossed paths with one such as I or my brethren. What is there to tell? You're a vampire, and unless you're extremely careful, you will not leave this place alive, undead. I do not wish to fight you, but I will defend myself, as we have helped defend this place for centuries. Huh. Well, it's very well decorated for a dungeon. I'm referring to the fort above us. It continues to stand today because we protect it. From what? Think about it. This fortress stands between Ireland and the ancient enemies of its people. Athlica and Tucson have been at odds with your country since its inception. Why did they not simply conquer this place over the last 200 years? I guess they didn't care or didn't have the resources, but I just know you're going to tell me that it was you who turned them back. Yes, before High March was founded, we were the ones who defended this fledgling nation. From them and other threats you could not imagine in your darkest nightmares. That's conveniently vague. I don't believe a word of it. You're discounting the valor of those explorers who founded the kingdom, and you expect us to accept your word? And you did this out of the evilness of your hearts? We are not merely vampires. There is far more going on in this world than you are aware of, mortal. But that is not your concern. You need know only this. Undead we may be, but my order follows a strict code. We do not kill humans unless necessary, and we certainly do not attract attention to ourselves.
That is something I can certainly understand. There's always those who seek out the glory of fighting a dragon. Thus, it is best to keep a low profile.
Your dragon speaks correctly. However, we would also attract the zealots and the righteous, seeking to destroy what they see as unholy. Go on. Until recently, we were led by Karthak, whom many consider to be the wisest of us, but Karthak seems to think we need the help of others to survive. He wants to let the outside know of our existence here, and that is something I cannot allow. Well, if the knights and clerics that live in High March knew you, you would most likely be attacked. And if they tried it, then they would die. We have faced far worse than mere humans, I assure you. But it is not a war I seek, quite the opposite. I believe our continued existence depends on staying hidden. Carthage does not understand this, and he threatens us all with his nonsense. And Saffron fits into this how? Karthag wished to ensure an alliance with the Lord of High March by making her into one of us. It is not something we take lightly, for it is akin to murder. He killed her? Yes. Do not mistake my concern in this matter for altruism, however. We live by the code, and we would not see it torn up for the sake of Karthik's ego. I want him stopped, but I am loath to take action myself.
Because your code prevents you?
Correct. I would ask you to do it. If you are willing, I can offer you an extremely valuable reward.
Oh, that got my attention. Speak on.
Yeah. We hear that the Ironlord is returning to claim the throne of Fairlock for itself. I know of a device that may help you stop it. Help me against Carthage, and I will give it to you on the condition that you will never mention where you required it. And Saffron? She is one of us now. Saffron will join us here and live out her days. And with Carthage and his followers gone, we will need her to increase our numbers, which have been dwindling over the years.
All right.
I accept your deal. Where can I find him? Excellent. You'll find his faction in the eastern part of the complex. Return to me with his amulet, and I will present you with the device.
All right.
So I kind of get what the guy was going for, though. He's trying to do like a alliance through marriage by turning. The guy's wife into a vampire, so she's technically married to them, and so... I mean, it's a dick move, totally, to actually kill her to do it, but I kind of see where he was coming from. Ah, Carthage, there you are.
Greetings.
Word to the wise, I don't take kindly to strangers, especially when they're dragons. And my winged friend here has a nasty habit of obliterating monsters that threaten us.
I am very good at it too.
Thank you, Carissa.
One full step, and I'll show you what I mean.
What else am I to think? You've met Almus, my enemy, and I can not only assume you're here to try and kill me, and if I wanted you dead, we'd already be fighting. And what is it that you want? Did you kill Saffron? Yes, but only when it became clear she would die anyway. I do not needlessly take life. And what's this code of yours? I'm told you're taking a big risk. I believe you must be flexible in order to continue. If we do not adapt to the changing times, we'll gradually fade away. My people cannot reproduce naturally, and I do not usually permit turning mortals, but Saffron can act as an ambassador to the human world, and together we can thrive. Pretty speech, and I almost believed it, but I'm going to have to side with Armus on this one. Whoa! Shit, a brick! Holy crap. Release.
Greetings and
Mithril buckler. Elemental longsword. Oh, nice! Does cold, electrical, and fire damage.
Yes, I greet you.
Oh, hang on. I wanted to look. What does the amulet actually do? Ooh, haste. Oh, man. I kind of like to keep that, but never mind.
Yes.
I have his amulets. He didn't part with it willingly, either. That is the whole point of the exercise. May I remind you, it is a shame that he could not come to see reason, but that is how things go sometimes. I thank you. By your actions, I'll be able to keep our existence a secret, as it has always been. I think that's best for everyone. If that's the way you want it, but now then, you mentioned something about a weapon? Yes, indeed. I am true to my word, as you have been true to yours. It is the top piece of a rod we discovered when we first arrived here. Where the fuck's the rest of it? That I do not know. I thought the rod was of elder design, just like this complex, but it seems to be much older than even that. I believed it belonged to the ancients, who once dwelled upon the land, the same race that created the Ironlord. Uh-huh. Do you know how it affects him? There is a description along the side, just below the head. I don't know what the writing says exactly, but there's an icon just next to the writing that is the picture of a minotaur, and that's relevant because that is what the Aielund looks like. Kathak wanted to help in the fight against that thing a century ago, so he took a ring that we have which protects him from sunlight and went out to join the battle. Warriors of Aielund did not know who he was, where he came from, or why he was so pale, but they were desperate for help against it, and when he returned, he discovered that the icon of the rod was identical to the appearance of the enemy. So you don't know what it does exactly, or where to find the rest of the rod. Nice reward. Unfortunately, no. But our knowledge of such things is limited. For we are unable to travel far from this place. You will probably find some more answers to the south. Alright. I'll take it to an expert on these matters for further investigation. Thanks for parting with it. It may be very useful. It was of little use to us. Now, I suggest you leave this place and do not return. Is there any way to convince you to help us to fight with the Ironlord? No, I would not risk further exposure to our order. I probably shouldn't even let you live after discovering us either, but I have to draw a line somewhere. Yes, well, I rather enjoy breathing, so thank you. Our time together is at an end, Islander. I suggest you leave peacefully, now. And, on your way out, tell Saffron to come downstairs, and we will take care of her. And if she doesn't want to come, then we shall begin to get hungry. Then she will begin to get hungry. Her hunger will grow until she cannot control herself, and she will leave the house to prey upon the citizens of the fort. Considering her weakened state, she will most likely be killed. Unless, of course, I could kill you and take that ring. I doubt you would survive such a confrontation, Full. I suggest you leave here now. Yes, I suppose I might at that. All right.
Warm winds.
Lord Aurora, have you found out anything? Yeah, you're not going to like this, though. Please tell me. Alright, so unfortunately the person that tended you was actually a vampire. He's turned you, and there's actually an entire city of vampires underneath this city. So it pains me to say it, but you're going to have to go and live with them now. My word, this is extraordinary, but what do I do now? Well, your only option, like I said, is for you to go and live with Amanus. The surface world will not accept you. You know, it's possible we could work something out with the Baron. I don't like him much, and I wouldn't wish an eternity of living with him on anyone. I see. Honestly, I would dearly love to see my poor husband again. He must be so lonely without me. Well, let's go. We'll wait for the sun to set first, as it's a bit of a dash to the castle from here. That would be wise. I don't particularly want to burst into flames in the street. Well, who would? Let's just wait here a little bit, shall we? Indeed. Time passes.
Warm winds.
Yeah. Oh, alright. Is she with us now? I'm a little bit concerned that if we do this, she's going to kill her husband.
Well met.
Dragon in the office, yes. Not going to devalue. Yes. Unwell. We had this conversation.
Well met.
Okay. So why is this working? Excuse me, milady.
Warm winds. Warm winds.
Rating effortless.
Warm winds. Warm wind.
Okay, so I can send her down. That works, but the other one isn't registering, so... Try it one more
Warm
time.
winds.
She just refuses to come along. All right. I guess I'll send her down if it's not gonna register.
Warm winds.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna give your brooch to your husband. Excuse me, Your Grace. I have word.
Well met.
Is there something you wanted to say? Yes, my lord. I have something here for you. It was a gift from someone you knew. Let me see. His eyes widen. That's Saffron's brooch. I gave that to her when we first started courting, but she lost it a few months ago, and I never did manage to find it. Whom did you say gave this to you? It was a lady in a black dress wearing a hood, very mysterious looking. She asked me to give this to you to remember her by. How can this be unless... You're not thinking that it's Saffron, are you? Come back from the dead just a few minutes to pass this on and then tell you to get on with your life? Well, it must have been. No one else could know where this brooch was and what it would mean to me. Oh, my dear Saffron. Easy now. Pull yourself together, man. You've got a job to do. You're right, you're right. I've been too caught up in my grief to remember the people that are depending on me. I must get back to work for her. Thank you for bringing this to me, Lord Aurora. It's just what I needed. Excellent. In that case, I leave it in your hands. Thank you for all you have done, Lord Aurora. You have brought hope back to my life. Ha! You're welcome. I shall bid you farewell for the time being, as I have something else that needs investigating. Certainly, but before you go, here's something that might find useful. Oh? A century ago, when the Ironlord first attacked, there was a weapon. A weapon was enhanced with power to stop it. It wasn't enough, of course, but the weapon still has extremely powerful against constructs. It's been here on display for the past 100 years. I think you should take it. Ooh. Oh, neither would I. All right, settle down there, Rob. Good, good. The Bastion of Power. Nice. It's very heavy. Good, good. Here it is then, the Bastion of Power, wielded proudly in the name of Aielund. Oh, thank you, my lord. And here is my written permission to head out the south gate. I wish you luck in your travels, Lord Aurora. Farewell. All right. So what is this Bastion of Power? A great sword. Nice. Does an additional 10 damage to constructs. Cool. Oh, what's this great sword? Immense great sword. Ooh. Okay, so I actually got a book with the Secret Alliance. I kind of think I might have actually gone that way now, thinking about it, but never mind. Alright. Cool. Alright. So, we've got to head out the south gate. Wasn't there meant to be a wizard here? Halt, stranger. Who are you? I'll always say that and boom, suddenly wizard. I was about to ask you the same question. I am Turnus, Royal Archer. This is the... That's awesome. I am Turnus, the Royal Archmage of the King Seamus. Now that I have provided you with my name, perhaps you would be kind to tell me yours. I am Lord Aurora of Fairlock, and I have heard a lot about you, sir. Then you have me at a disadvantage, for I have heard little of you, save for the princess's endorsements during the briefing with her father. But I can see that you are a man of conviction and resolve, for a bronze dragon would not travel with just anyone.
Greetings, wizard, and you are correct. I believe Aurora is to be a man of great promise. You may trust him as you would me.
Ah, thanks, Spartan. You speak as though you two have met.
No, it is simply acknowledgement of peers. We are both wise in the ways of magic.
And you, Carissa?
I thought you had more sense than to disobey your father.
I tried to tell him that I didn't want to be kept safe in Fairlock, but he wouldn't listen, so I took matters into my own hands.
I wish I had time to describe to you the magnitude of your foolishness, but time is something we do not have.
Is my father okay?
He is alive, and still hopeful of victory.
Well, I'd love to stay and get to know each other, but really, over a really hot cup of tea, but I have places to be.
I need but a moment of your time. I have come here to see that preparations for the coming battle are in place, and after a cursory examination of the defensive fortifications, I have concluded that someone hasn't been doing their job, and I hope that someone is not you.
Oh, not at all. I have, in fact, been trying to get the lord of this place to get on with his duties, but he was distracted by personal matters.
I see. Has the situation been resolved? It has? I hope that it will not be too little too late.
Well, hard to say at this point. We will do what we can. Right now, I have to find out more about this relic I found that could have a bearing on the fight.
A relic? Tell me of this.
It's a stick, or top of a stick with a minotaur head. I think it was used to take down the Ironlord the first time. And so I need to find someone who knows more about it.
May I have a look at it?
Yeah, if you like. There's not much to tell from looking at it.
It seems familiar somehow.
I've seen a picture of it. Oh, where? As I recall, I was speaking to a colleague in Trinity, a small village south of here. His name is Shear, and he's a wizard of sorts. Anything specific can you tell me about him, such as where to find the other pieces?
No. I suggest you travel to Trinity and speak to Shear himself.
All right. I'll do that, if you see to the defenses of this place, of course.
That is precisely what I shall do. When I am done here, I will return to the king.
And where is the king?
Far south of here. He thought it best to try and follow the Ironlord as it marched across the desert. As it may well be trying to find help, namely the Iron Legion.
An army of worshippers?
No. Though there are those that await our enemy's return. It is an army of constructs last seen at the Battle of Fort Highmarsh nearly a century ago. The fact that the Ironlord needs its army to aid it indicates it is not indestructible.
You mean there's an army of those things? Oh, this just gets better and better. You're not backing out on me now, are you, Robert?
Nah, I guess I'm not. We're all gonna die sometime.
He lights his cigar again.
Well, not exactly a ringing endorsement of success, but it'll do. The part of that scepter you found may be important. Go to Trinity and learn what you can.
I'm on my way.
Excellent. I will see you again, either with the King's army or here at the fort. But you, Carissa, should wait here with me. It's not safe south of here.
I did not come all this way to be safe. The kingdom is in peril, and I mean to do what I can to help. I am going with Aurora to look for this artifact.
I do not have the authority to forbid you leaving. But I will reiterate in the strongest possible terms the folly of this action. I urge you to stay.
No, I want to help, and you're right. You cannot stop me. Come on, Aurora. Let's move. Yeah, sorry, Terranus. She outranks both of us.
Then, in the absence of sanity, I wish you all the best of luck.
Farewell to you. By the way, can you upgrade
What
weapons?
do you want?
You can't.
What do you want?
I kind of got his voice right. Alright. Okay. Well, we now have our next destination. We're heading to Terranus. So, on that note, that's kind of a good place to leave today's session. Yeah. I'm kind of regretting, actually, the way that it went. I think I probably should have sided with the new leader of the vampires, because then we would have actually had vampires helping us out in the final fight. But anyway, for now, that's where we're going to leave it. So, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have been your humble host, Tim, and be sure to come back for the next session of Aurora Plays Neverwinter Nights, the Aielund Saga. Bye!